Good morning, Dubai. Welcome to Dubai Daily, your essential morning briefing on Dubai's real estate market. This is episode 20 for the week of November 24th to the 30th, 2025.
And as always, we're brought to you by the insights of Parag Kundalwal, founder and CEO of Consulta, a leading Dubai-based real estate consulting and global capital advisory firm. Great to be with you, Daniel.
Great to be with you, Lily. Let's dive straight into the week ahead. It's a big one, dominated by the Big Five Dubai Expo, running from the 24th to the 27th. For anyone in construction or development, this is the main event.
Absolutely. It really sets the tone for innovation in the sector. And speaking of development, the market isn't slowing down. We're expecting a flurry of new project launches. Names like Emaar, Mag Group, Aldar, Sober, and Azizi are all very active.
And we're seeing some interesting specific launches. Samana Developers is launching Samana Imperial Gardens in Arjan. Elysian has Emerge Residences in Meydan City, and Object One is developing Elawan Sky in JVT. The activity is concentrated in those popular areas: JVC, Dubai Islands, Dubai South, and of course, Dubai Creek Harbour.
Let's pull back and look at the November market snapshot. The numbers are impressive. The total transaction value for the month is estimated to hit 42.5 billion DED. That's a strong signal.
It is. And sales volumes are up approximately 18% year-on-year across all property types. Just to give a sense of the weekly pace, the first week of November saw trading reach 10.65 billion, and off-plan sales are still the primary engine here, contributing over 60% to the total transaction volume.
And what about prices? Are they keeping pace?
They are, but it's a stable, healthy growth. The overall price index saw a 0.9% increase in November, which pushes the year-to-date growth to a very solid 17.5%. The average price is hovering around AED 1,350 per square foot.
Let's break that down by segment. The apartment market seems to be leading that charge. Prime locations like downtown, Palm Jumeirah, and Dubai Marina saw price increases between 1.5% and 2.2% just last month. That's driven by tight supply and sustained demand from high-net-worth individuals.
And the mid-market is performing well too. JVC and Business Bay showed healthy growth around 1.0% with consistent rental demand. Rental yields in those prime spots remain a huge draw, averaging between 6.5% and 7.8%.
Now, the villa and townhouse market is a slightly different story. The word is stabilizing. The pace of appreciation has moderated a bit from earlier in the year.
Exactly. Communities like Arabian Ranches and Dubai Hills Estate still recorded price increases, but more in the range of 0.7% to 1.1%. The key takeaway is that demand for larger family-oriented homes in these master-planned communities remains incredibly robust.
So where are investors putting their money? In terms of sheer volume, Dubai Marina is still a leader. You can't argue with a luxurious waterfront vibe and average rental yields of 6.8%. Downtown Dubai and Business Bay are right there with it, popular with professionals and business owners.
And for investors looking at emerging opportunities, Dubai South is a big one. It's becoming a major hub for business and tech, offering superior yields and affordability. On the villa side, analysts are pointing to Al Barari and Damac Hills as communities forecast to have the strongest performance over the next 12 months.
This all seems to be underpinned by very strong investor sentiment. What are the key drivers?
It's a combination of factors. Strong confidence is reflected in the transaction numbers, but it's fueled by real fundamentals. Continuous inbound migration is a huge one. Dubai's population grew by nearly 4.5% over the past year, and we're projected to surpass 4 million residents by 2026.
And the government is making it easier for people to come and stay. The relaxed visa rules, especially the Golden Visa framework, continue to attract long-term residents and serious investors. And of course, the zero income and capital gains tax on real estate remains a primary draw.
Let's talk about supply, because that's the big question on everyone's mind. For the rest of this year, Q4 2025, we're expecting between 37,000 and 42,000 residential units to be handed over. Key locations are JVC, Dubai Hills Estate, and Dubai South.
But the real story is the 2026 pipeline. There's a significant supply surge expected. We're looking at over 210,000 new units scheduled for completion between now and the end of 2026. That's nearly double the average of the previous 3 years.
It's a massive increase. Dubai's total residential stock is expected to approach 1 million units by the end of 2026. The natural question is, what impact will this have on the market?
Well, it means more choices for buyers and could potentially stabilize or even slightly reduce rental prices in some areas. Some forecasts are even predicting a possible price correction of 5 to 10% in the latter half of next year. But it's important to frame this correctly. With the UAE's GDP forecast to grow by 5 to 6% and policies like the Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan, the demand side of the equation is also growing.
Right. It's less of a downturn and more of a normalization. Analysts are suggesting the market isn't deflating, but rather taking a welcome breather for buyers and renters. The market is maturing, and Q4 is expected to be a period of moderation, where projects with real long-term value differentiate themselves from those driven by short-term hype.
So, let's wrap this up with the key investor takeaway for the week.
Okay, this week, keep an eye on the Big 5 Expo and the new launches in JVC, Dubai Islands, and Dubai South. The November data shows a strong market, with transaction values over AED 42 billion and prices up 17.5% year-to-date. Prime apartments and villas continue to see steady appreciation.
Looking ahead, a significant supply increase of over 210,000 units is coming by the end of 2026, which could lead to a healthy market normalization. The key is to focus on quality developers, prime and well-connected emerging locations, and long-term value over short-term flips.
Excellent summary. And for personalized advice on navigating this dynamic market, you can reach out to Parag Kundalwal at Consulta. Just search for Parag Kundalwal on LinkedIn, visit the website at consultadxb.com, or email parag@consultadxb.com.
You can also reach him by phone at +971 585 96 46 31. That's all for today's briefing. Dubai Daily is here for you Monday to Friday.